Hey, good evening. It's about 8 o'clock, right after a really good rain. And I'm going to take a look at the front yard garden because a lot's been going on, and it's been a while since I posted the front yard. This is my setup for the tomatoes, and I beg your pardon because the neighbor's air conditioner is on. So what I have here are Amish paste tomatoes interplanted with hollyhocks. And that's lovage. We have valerian. We have skirt. I have never seen the skirt this big before, ever. Apple tree. Lots of sunflowers, mostly volunteers. Down the line are all the rest of the Amish paste tomatoes. There's celery in here too. And on the other side is the indigo. That's what the indigo looks like right now. Looks like I got some weeding to do. And then over there, those are purple tomatoes that we picked up from the food co-op. And we just saved the seeds because we liked them and we're going to give them a try this year. And you can see the sunflowers. That's a quince bush hiding in there. A lot more sunflowers. And that's bee balm or bergamot. We got a lot of dill. We leave the dill just go wild. Keeps the deer away. They don't like it for some reason. So we just let it kind of grow all over, just like the calendula here. You can see the calendula growing. Some people call them British marigolds. I've got nasturtiums in the front, big patch of mint. I've got a zucchini hiding in here. Oh, a lot more sunflowers. We'll come around the front down on street side. That's what it looks like from the street. I have amaranth in here and a lot of flowers. We've got borage and clover, mycetum, barberry bush. The Santolina is in full bloom, and once it's done blooming, then I'll cut it back so it's a little more manageable. We have dianthus, coxcomb, more coxcomb. That's probably dianthus too. Let's get this weed out of here. We don't need grass growing here. Ooh, that's hanging on tight. That needs to be weeded. I had that completely weeded and you would never know it. Okay, the cornflowers are blooming, sometimes otherwise known as bachelor buttons. And I actually did get some marigolds come back up. I'm going to probably move some of those before they get too big because I have a lot of holes that could use a nice flower in them. And this is going to look nice when that blooms too. That's more dianthus. Up here I have two bachelor buttons, and I put in a row of snapdragons, and you can see the red amaranth back there. Again, some more nasturtiums. I've got my Dyer's coreopsis, and all up the driveway this is all oregano. This guy's a beauty. Look at that. The bees love this stuff. They're not out right now because we had a good rain, but other side kind of mirrors. This bush has to go. That's just gotten too big for this terrace, so it's gonna get cut up. I've got St. John's wort, which I did harvest some of for making oil, and I have white lavender, and that is actually a coxcomb, although it looks an awful lot like the amaranth. And that's blue fescue. That guy right there. Looks like I put in some zinnias again. We got a lot of borage this year. You can see the bees like this. Look at that. We're enjoying that. And this needs to be cut back. That just got too much. There's plenty more that'll go to seed for next year. We have borage, we've got more Monarda up top. This ended up being the surprise beauty this year. I ended up with a cream colored snapdragon. We weren't sure what it was going to be, and it got really, really tall. That's probably close to 4 feet tall. This is supposed to all be beans and radishes. The radishes went to seed. I need to get those out of there. And here they are from the top. There's a few beans came up in between. Way more borage. Borage jelly might happen this year. We might get out here and pick maybe 3 cups worth of flowers and do a petit. I really like the way my lilac jelly turned out, and so I think we're going to follow the same recipe, but we'll just use borage. We have cucumber vines growing here. We have leeks. We have celery. We have rhubarb. And down in the front, there are beans and some weeds. I was really surprised. I didn't think this guy would do so well. Cabbage likes it a little more shady, but it seems to be doing okay here in the sun. This is gets full sun all day. These are a favorite of the ruby-throated hummingbird. Usually there's one that lives in that tree. And we're back to the cucumbers. It's got a little overgrown here, but the tomatoes are doing pretty good here. I wasn't sure they would take. Celery at the base. Looks like I might even have a couple of marigolds in here. Didn't expect that. Don't remember planting those, but we'll take them. Echinacea is almost ready to go. Here I have blackcurrant. It's its 2nd year, and it did not bloom this year, but it's starting to fill in, which is good. Nice healthy plant. This looks overgrown because I planted potatoes. Potatoes always make it look overgrown. Had to find spots for the leftover cabbages. So there's 2 of them there. Another one in the back. This is a honeyberry bush. The coral bells turned out really nice this year. They're really enjoying the weather. And more cabbage. Another honeyberry. You need 2 honeyberries in order to make it work. More cabbage, hellebores. Here we have the blueberries covered so that we actually can get a crop this year. I don't know if you can hear me being scolded by about half a dozen birds, but they really yeah, they enjoy the tree and they enjoy the bird bath a lot. And then over on this side, these are currants. I have a red currant bush and a black currant bush. You can see in this light, the sun's starting to go down, but they're berries this year. Red, maybe not so much. And this is an open spot, and I think next year I'm going to put a trellis in here, just a small 2-foot trellis, 2 foot wide, and have it go up maybe 5-6 feet. And maybe I will put some cucumbers on it. Maybe I'll grow tomatoes. I don't know, but that's a spot that needs to be filled in. And this is the other red currant bush. Oops, excuse me. We're very busy. We've got a lot of work to do. And that's the front yard today. So if you like this sort of thing, make sure you hit subscribe and follow along as the garden grows. I expect by next month, this section you won't be able to see for all the tomatoes. Until next time, have a good one.